Disclaimer: doing on voiceover. If your readers are uncomfortable, mute the video. Author point of view. It's 6 a.m. Birds are chirping at your glass window. You are still sleeping in your comfortable bed in a small and peaceful room. This is the part of your life that you love the most. But the bell is starting to ring, and it's not the first time. It's always the reason to be out of your dreamland. You roll over the bed, and your eyes are still closed, like you don't want to get up early today. Today is Saturday, and your boss has insisted you that you join him for lunch at his house. He is a very caring person for everyone, but he once said he is like your father. You always take care of your boss and respect him the most as your father. Firstly, you are his secretary, and secondly, he sees you as his daughter. You grabbed your alarm clock and threw it against the wall. You are sleepy because you are watching late night series. A whole week you waited for holiday so that you can watch All of Us Are Dead series. You knew better that you would not be able to wake up early in the morning, but you watched the 5 episode of this series last night. After 20 minutes, you remember that your boss has invited you for lunch. You opened your eyes and sat on the bed, yawning, wondering what you should do first. YN point of view. YN, my poor eyes. I'm sleepy. Hold on, YN. What time is it? I remove my blanket and put my slippers on and walk over the alarm clock I threw earlier. I look at the time and it's 6:30 a.m. YN, I must hurry. First, I have to go office to take a file which Mr. Zhang need for. Then Mr. Zhang house. First of all, I have to do my daily routine. I said and threw the clock on the red and run to the washroom. YN point of view. After 20 minutes bath, I feel relaxed myself. I came to breakfast in the kitchen because there is plenty of time for lunch. I look for some food in the fridge and then I barely eat a piece of bread with chicken spread. I usually don't have any breakfast because of my job early timing, so I did not buy any food for me and I'm not even used to it. I'm eating bread while watching some interesting short on YouTube. But an incoming call made me say, "Who is it?" And it's really annoying to pick up the call, but I answer it anyway. YN. Hello, mom. I greet her, but she started shouting at me. I really hurts. I am very depressed to be treated like this by my stepmom. Stepmom. YN. Bitch, why did not you send me the money? I told you 2 days ago that I need money, but bitch like you don't have time for me. She contacts me only for money and never cares for me. My father married her only to have someone to take care of me, but here now the situation is opposite. I have been working hard for 3 years and sending her money, and even week she contacts me and demands money. Why, mom, stop it please. And yes, I don't have time to talk to you because I'm working hard in a big company just to fulfill your needs. Mom, I'm tired. I'm really tired of it. I hope you'd understand. And today is Saturday. Bank are closed for 2 days. Until then, please don't call me. I will send you money on coming Monday. I said in a broken voice and hang up. I can't see more. I know it's useless. It has been 3 years since my father passed away, and from that day till today, I'm doing job for her, and she doesn't care what I do, how I live here. She just asking for money to fulfill her stupid wishes. But I can't do anything, but she's still my mom. All I can do is yell at her for telling her enough. Now I can't give you money and nothing else. For me, she is the only one in this world. I have to take care of it as my duty. Ryan, oh, but now you have to hurry, and there is so many pending work. I curses myself and why I decided to watch the series last night. Author point of view. Ryan, why does this always happen to me? You stomp your feet at the bus stop and start faking crying. Ryan, it is better to take a bicycle than taking a car. You say it looking left and right. 20 minutes ago, you reached the bus stop and waiting for the bus, and finally the bus arrived. You got in and taking the first seat after you close your eyes until you reach the office. Voyant point of view. I entered the office and greeted the other staff member and ready to go my cabin. Then I heard someone voice from behind. It was my bestie Rose. She walked in and hugged me tightly. I happily hugged her back. She is the one who took care of me when I had no one here. She is lively and a smart girl, and that is what I like the most about her. But there is one thing that annoys me every time. Why, what are you doing here, Rose? I asked her because it is her holiday. The company remain open on a Saturday, and some of the staff working on Saturday as overtime job. It is very helpful for those people who need it. Rose, I came here to give all my work to someone as I am going on a 3 days trip with my fiance and will now be here on Monday to prepare my file. Jan, will you? She told me the reason and asked me I wanted my eyes. Why? And oh no, Rose, please. I still have a lot of pending work. I can't, and I just finished your designing yesterday. I am so tired, and I did not even sleep at night because of the series. I am sorry, Ross. I put it. Rose, oh really? It's okay, Ryan. I handle it by myself. Oh, and you know the staff is saying that Mr. Zhang is handing over his company to his son. Ryan, what? He has a son? I don't know. I never asked Mr. Zhang about his family. Rose, Ryan, where are you living, huh? Come on, the earth, baby. She said. I rolled my eyes. Rose, anyway, what are you bringing here today? She asked me. I remember that I should hurry. Ryan, oh God, Rose, I'm here to get Mr. Zhang's important files, so I'll talk to you later. Okay, I said in hurry. Rose, I have to go to take care. I goodbye to her and ran toward my cabin, and Rose went back from where she came. Author point of view. You reached Zhang house at 11:20 a.m. and asked the maid where is Mr. Zhang. She said she just had his lunch and went to his room. You feel sorry to hear that because you are late. The maid went to inform him and you are sitting alone in the lawn. After some time he came down the stairs. Mr. Zhang, oh, my daughter arrived. Nice to see you here, child, he said cheerfully and walked towards the couch. You board and sit in front of him. Why, I'm sorry, father. Annie said you had lunch. I'm sorry for my lateness, you said in a nervous. Mr. Jung, I invited you today to meet my son and have lunch together, but we ate early today. He was hungry and he never waited to anyone at the dinner table. He has his own rules. What a stubborn son, he said and chuckled. He looking really happy today. Ryan, your son? Father, you have never talked before, and I heard from the staff this morning that you are letting your son to take care of the young company. Father, are you well? You know we want to work with you. We don't need any other boss. Mr. Jung, after divorce, he has come to help me from his mother's house after 8 years. My condition is not such that I can handle everything now. It is time for my retirement. I hope you and all my workers adjust with your new boss, he said, and hope that his son would do the same and become a successful businessman in future as his father. Mr. Jung, well, Ryan, you must be hungry. Eat first, let's go. He stood up from his couch and walked toward the dining table. You followed behind. You talked to him while eating. You were really happy to spend time with father. He is really nice to you. After some time, you started eating. You talked to him about all the nonsense while eating, and he was happy to consider you as his real daughter or daughter-in-law. Who always he want to talk to him like this and eats with him. He want a big family here that will brings joy to his home. After you finish your lunch, he asked the maid to tell his son to come down and meet you. A few minutes later, the maid came and said that he was not in his room, and hearing that you said you would meet him at the company and right now you're not ready to meet the new boss. You talked a lot after lunch and laughed together, and after an hour, you excused yourself and left from there because it was late. Author point of view. Here you are walking out of the house and thanking Father for making your day, and you are smiling like a little girl. But suddenly you bump into someone and were about to fall, but he grabbed you by the waist and saved you from falling to the ground. Why and point of view. I closed my eyes tightly and let myself fall on the ground because I could not adjust myself. It was very difficult, but someone grabs my waist tightly and I opened my eyes in a second to see who dared to touch me about my permission. And my mind became numb. All the thoughts vanished. My eyes were wide open, and heart started beating so fast that I could hear it, leaving my body totally unguarded for him to hold. I could not feel anything. I was standing still, just staring blankly at him, unable to see something beside me and him, my high school first and last love, Jeho. Jeho point of view. Jeho, YN, it's been 4 years since we used to study together, and I see her now, but she changed a lot. She's not the same girl I used to bully and tease. But the fact is that at that time only her heart changed, but this time she changed herself. Author point of view. Flashback 4 years ago. You are walking down the hall to the classroom. You always come to school before all the other students. You beg, get hit with a locker by someone, and you know who the boy is because he always treats you like that. You are looking into his dark orb's eyes as he stares deeply into your soul. He placed his hand on the locker next to you, blocking your way. He got closer to you. Jhope, idiot, you did not finish my assignment yesterday, and only because of you, my tutor scolded me for the first time. He said angrily, and you looked down, scared, and said, Ryan, I told you that I did not finish the last one because I was absent that day. I did not get the day's work, but you did not listen to me. He said slowly in your defense. You said, sorry. Jehob, now you have the courage to talk to me back and lie to me. He shouted, and you feel like crying, so you pushed him hard and ran to your classroom, which was empty. Jehob point of view. Did she start crying? But why? It's not the first time. I always treat her like this. I think I was too harsh till today. But what I could do, I just wanted to her to think about me, and I also know that there are a lot of guys who want to take advantage of her and bully her. And I teased her only because I wanted to protect her from others and only myself to be close to her, to know her more than myself. I want to know that YN which no one has seen till today. She always acted like an idiot, but she is not, and I always wanted to know why she is like that. She is so cute and sweet. I also hurt her with my words and actions, but she never even reacted to me. Is anything bothering her? Should I need to find out about it? Author point of view. You entered the class and you walked over to your seat and put the bag down, but you just stood there and started crying, and the sound of your crying echoed in the empty room. But someone knocks on the door, and you think J Hope has come to bother you again, and also you don't want to talk to him anymore, but he is not J Hope, and without turning around, you said, Ryan, don't bother me. I have not done anything wrong. Please leave me alone. You said in broken voice you feel completely broken inside. Your mother died last year. You were alone and miss her. You thought that now your father is the only one support who will give you mother's love too, but he got married 3 months ago, and now you don't have anyone to your own. They don't give a damn about you at all. Just meet you at dinner time, and then their romance doesn't end. And here you made someone's cruelty your peace because you fell in love with him, but today you did not have the courage to bear it, and that's why you cried in pain and came here so that you don't become weak in front of him. Why and point of view. I stopped crying. I was shocked to hear the person's voice behind me, and when I looked back, I got scared. He was Bogum and his four friends standing with big smirk. They are my classmates, but why they are here at this time? Because boys are not allowed to enter the class before a class starts. Bogum had several fights with Jeho because he bullies me, always disrespected me, and Jeho warned him many times, but he never listened. Because of me, he has now become Jehov's biggest enemy. Why and what do you want? I asked him, stuttering. Bogum, always you. He evilly said, which made me even more afraid of him. There is no one here to save me from them, not even Jehope. He must be in the hallway now. What should I do? I was thinking, and Bogum come to me and held my hand. I am shocked and afraid of him. Bogum, today I will tell you how much I love you. I feel numb and but scream. Ryan, no, leave me. I screamed loudly and tried to free myself as he is coming more closer to me. Jeho point of view. I was going to the classroom because I want to talk to Ryan as I really hurt her today that I did not mean to. I feel sorry the first time I heard when I saw her crying, but I heard scream so I ran to her. Still Jeho point of view. I reached the classroom and entered and saw the open eyes what was happening in front of me. He is Bogum who is kissing her neck. She is crying mess. I ran to them before pushed his friend aside and grabbed Bogum collar and pulled him away from Ryan. Ryan. Jeho. First time she called me by my name, she really crying mess. I hugged her tightly and she hugged me and started crying loudly. She left her pain in my embrace while I completely hid her face from my arms. I turned my face to Bogum, who is standing far away, staring at us. Jehope, get out of here before I take your breath away. I said in anger. Bogum, I'll see you next time. He barked and went out. After that, I looked at her and she was sobbing badly. I wanted to save her from all these monsters, but I failed. Jehope, everything is all right, Ryan. He went out. She looked at me with her red eyes. Ryan, thanks for helping me, she said in her clean voice but avoiding eye contact. Became serious. I was still holding her hand. Jeho, Ryan, are you okay? I asked her if she was okay, but suddenly she released her hand as a step back from me as the student starting entering the classroom. She turned and took her seat. Then I shut my mouth and walked towards my seat because I don't know what happened to her. Her expression suddenly changed. I stared blankly at her. Her ignorance drive me crazy. Now I want to confess my feeling in the break as I finish my classes and the student will not be here at that time. She is so innocent. Her saddest attitude and behavior makes me love her even more and want to protect her from all badass people. If Ryan come into my life, I would never let her go. Ryan point of view. Time skip in lunch break. I can't believe that Jacob hugged me this morning and it's untrustworthy when I know he loves me and the one I love the most, but the thing is he's my bully and it's hard to believe that the person who is my bully right now will be with me for the rest of my life. I was happy with him as he treated me. He used to threaten me but protect me from everyone who misbehaved with me, and that is what I like the most. But today everything changed. He expressed his feeling today. My bully hugged me, and now I don't have courage to go in front of him. It's break time and I'm going to the library, but someone stopped me by calling my name, and it is Saho, who is very intelligent, and he is the one who helps me in this school and talks to me nicely. Saho, why? He shouted again, so I turned to look at him. Saho, where are you going right now? He said, taking a deep breath. Why? I just going to the library. Do you need anything? He climbed down and says, Saho, I am going to confess my feelings to Siali today. Are you coming with me? He asked me, and I am so happy that my only friend is finally going to be in a relationship with his first love, but I can't go with him. Why? I can't be a third wheel. Nobody needs me here. You know better. You go and try your best to make it yours. I wish you will get her fighting. I gave her a small smile, but his facial expression turned into a worried one. Saho, are you okay, Vayan? I confused about this, don't know what to say and what to tell him. Vayan, yeah, I'm all okay. You go. I push him to go. He smiled and turned to leave, but suddenly turned around and hugged me. I was shocked, but after a second, I patted him back. Jeho point of view. I came here to look for Vayan, but saw that Saho was hugging her, and Vayan also happily accepted his hug. She looks very happy with him. Maybe that's why Vayan backed away from me and did not say anything in the morning. It hurts so much to know that one I love is not mine, and how can it be that I hurted her, irritated her, bullied her? I have never shown my feeling to her. I must go my way now. There is nothing here for me now. Author point of view. Jacob turned while there were tears in his eyes. It is very painful for him. He thought his first love was over, but he did not know that he had got a big misunderstanding. Jacob always ignored her mother, who was forcing him to go his uncle's house for further education about his business. But he wanted to be with you. But after that misunderstanding, Jacob agreed with his mother and he left school. But before he complained to Begum, and Begum was suspended from school so that he doesn't bully you. And the past ended with a misunderstanding with secrets, and more importantly, two hearts broken in this past. Author point of view. Mad. She cleared her throat, and you both realizes you were stared at each other. Jehovah made you stand on your feet and removed his hand on your vest. Mad. Why, and you forgot your phone inside. Take it. She handed your phone with a teasing smile. Jehovah noticed her. Jehu, Sia, this is not what you are thinking, he said in serious voice. You looked at him again when you heard him and thought that he had changed a lot. Not only his voice and his expressions, he fully became a perfect man. Sia, sir, but I said nothing, she said with a sweet smile, and you thought it might get you into trouble, so you wanted to get out of here as soon as possible. Ryan, I'm sorry about that, but I must go now. You said bowing to them and quickly ran out. Jeho was watching you until you left. Then he looked at Sia and asked, Jeho, Sia, who is she and what was she doing here? Sia, she is Mr. Zhang's assistant, and Mr. Zhang consider her as his daughter, and sometimes she comes here to spend time with your father. Sia, she has no one here. She lives alone, and when she comes here, it makes up for your father's lack of family. She hopes heart melted and wanted to know more about you. Jeho point of view. I am here as the CIO of my father's company, Jhang. First of all, I have to see all the employees who work here and the main lady who will work here as my assistant. Jhope, Miss YN, come to my office with the employees' files. I said seriously, and she was startled by my sudden presence. Everyone bowed towards me. I said hi to everyone and went straight to my office. YN point of view. YN, his eyes, OMG, I can't face him. Please God save me from him and his evil eyes. I said, picking up all the files that were piled up on the decks, and in a second I am ready to go in. YN point of view. I knocked on the door and let me in with a cold voice. I hope he doesn't talk about the past with me. I entered but hit the wall hard. I groaned in sudden pain. I opened my eyes and saw that he was standing so close to me that his breath was hitting on my face. I looked at him with a surprised face, and then my body froze when he pressed his lips on mine. He started moving his lips like what the fuck he's enjoying. I don't even know if he is married or has a girlfriend. He just appeared in my life again after 4 years, and in the first meeting, he kissed me and he stole my first kiss. I wanted my eyes and I started to push him away after realizing that he has stolen my first kiss. Ryan, move away from me. But he held my both hand and looked into my eyes and said, Jhope, tasty. He said with a big smirk on his face. To be continued. Thank you for watching.